Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super cool Aruba bracelet, and this was designed by Notorious Babe on Instagram. I'll bring up her profile here in just a second, but first I just wanted to do a little background knowledge on this design. So it is a variation of her Mermaid Shell's Mom bracelet, and I will make sure to have her YouTube channel in the description box below as well, because she does have a YouTube channel as well as an Instagram. But here is her Instagram for right now. So whoops, this is Notorious Babe, and she creates a ton of original hook-only designs, and they're all really nice. So I definitely recommend checking out her account. You can just scroll through and see all of these crazy designs that she's done. I don't even know how she can make so many, but yeah, so this is her account. I'll make sure to have her name in the description box below, and let's go ahead and get started. So what you're going to need today is a hook. I'm going to just be using a rainbow loom hook today, but you can use whatever hook that you like. And then you're going to need some band colors, and you can use whatever colors you like as well. You can use 3 colors like this, or you can use 2 colors like I did here. It's up to you. But what I'm going to be doing is doing a 3-color pattern. So for the outside here, this outside teal Persian, I will be using Gray Sweets. Then for the penguin black in here, I will be using Black Medieval. And then for the olive, or the pickle green, sorry, I will be using light blue or pastel baby blue sweets, or whatever it's called. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. You're also going to need a C-clip or some other alternative method to tie this off. So starting with your black bands, I'm using Black Medieval. You're going to go ahead and cap it on your hook. Take your first band, same color still, pull it through the cap band. Then what you're going to do is grab one of these teal bands, which I'm using the Gray Sweets for. You're going to pull it through the first band, then put that band back on your hook, and then flip this gray over the end of the hook. Make sure that you keep that black on there though. And then reattach. So now it should look like this. We're going to do that 2 more times, so taking another Black Medieval band and pulling this through. But before we reattach, we want to go ahead and pick up this Black Medieval band. And then what you're going to do is pull through another Gray Sweets through the first loop, and then reattach that back on your hook, and then flip the Gray Sweets over the end and reattach. Again, taking a Black Medieval band, pulling it through, and then lifting that black one back on. Make sure that it does stay crossed, or that you cross it when we are looping it, just so that you don't get confused. And then your last gray band, you're going to do the last one here. Same thing, pull the band through, then back, and then put over the hook. And then take again one last Black Medieval, pull it through, and reattach that band. So you should have something like this now. Now what we're going to be doing is taking 4 of these blue bands, and what you're going to do with the first band, the first band is just going to go through those first 2 loops, make sure that they are crossed still, and reattach. Grab your second band, pull it through the first 4 loops, so those 2 blue and the 2 black, make sure that they're still crossed, and you're going to pick up that farthest blue and put it back on your hook. And then you're going to take your third band, and you're going to pull it through the first 5 loops, so those 2 Black Medieval, and then the 3 blue. And you're going to lift those 2 blue there, put it back on your hook, and rearrange. And then lastly, taking another blue band and pulling it through everything on your hook, and then lifting these 3 bands here, the 3 outer loops. And then put it back on your hook, and rearrange those bands so that it looks something like this. And then you're going to start your next section by taking a Black Medieval band and pulling through all 5 of those loops. Then what you're going to do here is, before we continue on to our next section, we actually have to turn this around. So go ahead and turn that around on your hook, just so that the cap band is over here. And we're going to restart this process again. So you're going to take 3 gray, 3 Black Medieval, and 4 blue. You can also take 4 black medieval just for the end one here, if you like. And then you're going to start by taking your gray, go through that black one, pull it back up on your hook, and before you reattach, flip that gray over the end, and then reattach it back onto your hook. Take 1 black medieval and pull it through the first 2 loops, and then pick up that black band and reattach. Again, taking your gray, pulling it through just the first loop, and then pull it back up and on to make sure it's in between the band and the end of the hook. Or make sure that the black band is in between the gray band and the end of the hook. You're going to flip that over the end and reattach. Taking a black band again, pulling it through the first 2 loops, and picking up the black, reattach, and then take your last gray, pull it through, back, and sometimes you just pull it over like that, and reattach. Take this band, pull through the first 2, and pick up the first black. And now it's time for our blue bands here. So pulling this blue band through those 2 and reattach, so nothing special there. Just make sure that those bands stay crossed. Then you're going to pull another blue band through the first 4, 2 black, 2 blue. Then you're going to pick up that farthest blue, reattach. Take your 3rd blue, pull it through the first 5 loops here. You're going to pick up these 2 outer blue. And then once you do that, you can rearrange them. And then taking your last blue, pull it through everything on your hook, lift up the 3 farthest from your hook, and reattach. And then lastly, taking a black medieval, pulling it through all 5 loops, and reattach. So that's what it should look like. You can pull your bands around if they aren't in the right order, but you do want to make sure that all of these bands stay crossed, and that when you are looping it, you are flipping this around every section. So you flip this around and you continue this way. So you're going to do that until it is the length of your wrist. I have to use 12 sections, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, 12. And then to finish it, you just pull this 1 band through it all, attach your clip, so it would just be like this, attach your clip here. But that's all I'm going to do for this tutorial, so if you still need some help or instructions, you can rewind. But that's all I'm going to be doing for this tutorial, so again, thank you for watching, and make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I will have Notorious Babe's name on Instagram and her YouTube in the description box below, so make sure to check her out in both of those places. And that's all I'm going to have for this video, so I hope to see you next time.